And we're making another super quick dish. Fried potatoes, ground meat. You don't need more than that.
Get ready to unlock the best cooking tips, master essential techniques, and create mouth-watering dishes. I promise to guide you every step of the way. Let's get cooking.
500 grams of mixed ground meat. I took mixed meat because that gives us a slightly higher fat content. If you only want beef, just use beef. For that, the same amount of potatoes. We've already peeled them. We're going to slice them up right away. A little bit of bacon, a little broth, oil for frying, paprika, and 2 onions. First, we're going to fry the ground meat because it should become crumbly. Let's put it in our high-sided pan. There's room to stir it around. And as I said, fry it until it's nice and crumbly. And in the meantime, we can start slicing the potatoes. And I promise you indeed, this will be the quickest meal for the evening. And we have something new here, right? Our little silicone mat. I've always been waiting for that. You can wonderfully place your cutlery and tools on it. I'm going to cut the potatoes in half so they sit nicely and firmly on the cutting board. And now we simply slice them into as even slices as possible, just like for potato gratin. Not too thin, not too thick, because they will be fried along with it. In the meantime, keep breaking up the big crumbs a bit. Then it all goes a bit faster. The potatoes are already prepared. Can we go ahead and slice the onions into strips? Just cut them in half and take them off. So we've already got a bit of color here. Everything is working here. Quickly now, pure cooking time so far, 5 minutes. Let's season the whole thing generously with pepper. Let's add our salt right away, so that the ground meat mixture already tastes good on its own. Give it a stir in between. And before we take the meat out of here, let's add our paprika powder, because that also needs a bit of heat. Otherwise, you'll end up with a really weird dullness. Taste. Doesn't feel so good, and we want to get to the essential oils. And that only works by briefly sautéing it in the pan. Warning, it burns very quickly. That's why we're taking our ground meat out now. You can directly continue working with our high-sided pan here using our silicone tool. Remaining oil into the pan. And now we're adding the potatoes in. They need a little something too, of course. And because these potatoes are raw, we want to briefly pour our vegetable broth over them. And we're going to simmer them in this vegetable broth for now. It's best to do this without a lid, because the vegetable broth needs to evaporate. And as soon as the potatoes are pre-cooked and the broth is gone, we'll start frying, all in one pan. After a short while, the broth is almost completely evaporated. I can see that here too. Nothing is floating anymore. And the potatoes are already getting a little color here. Continue this process further. It needs to be dry so that we can fry the potatoes now. You can see the potatoes are almost dry. We're getting more and more color. And I can tell you, I tried one and it's almost done. We're also adding our bacon here, just like with regular fried potatoes. And we're frying that as well. And when we have a nice color here, we can just add the ground meat back in and also our onions. So, there you are. Our potatoes have gotten some color. It looks really, really delicious. And now we're adding our browned ground meat on top along with our onions. And the special thing about this is we're not frying the onions all the way. More like a little bit, just as a garnish. They should get a little warmth and become a bit soft, but they shouldn't overcook, because that makes everything here a bit fresher. A great, super easy, super quick after-work dish. A pre-warmed bowl, pair with a fresh salad. It's a small, fresh salad. If that's not available, just a pickled cucumber. Freshly chopped parsley on top, and we say enjoy your meal. Total cooking time from start to finish is approximately about 15 minutes. And now we want to give it a try. Tasty. Really good. Who likes this quick dish? Should give us a thumbs up. Have fun recreating it.
Be sure to check out this next video. It's packed with even more tips and tricks that will help you become a master chef in no time. And don't forget to subscribe to Cooking Lessons for more delicious content every week. It's easier than you think.